GGUSD Athletics High School Football Countdown and Kickoff. David Mora here alongside GGUSD District Athletic Director Dave Mameli. Bolsa Grande Stadium Week 10 Tango League action. It's simple, Dave. Win and you're in. Santiago, Bolsa. Let's get into it. Your thoughts, your initial thoughts on this game, and who do you think has the edge?
Yeah, it's interesting here where the last couple of years, Bolsa Grande, kind of a sneaky good team in the Tango League. I was talking to a coach tonight. They, the last couple of years, you could argue they have had the best player in the league multiple times. However, I think this year, outside of Costa Mesa, the best player in the league, Michael Hong from Santiago. I think that could be a different factor here tonight is what kind of game does he have? Is Bolsa able to stop him or are they not? If they're able to stop him, they have a great chance. Bolsa has a lot of weapons as well. We've seen that throughout the years and this year as well. But it's really going to come down to whose better players are going to play better. I know that's kind of a cop-out at that point, but I would look certainly for how much success is Michael Hong going to have for Santiago. To me, that's the key to this game.
Of course, over on the other side, we mentioned it earlier, bookending his career. The very first broadcast we had, Nate Fiaputa was a freshman starter on this Bolsa Grande team. Tonight, senior night at Bolsa, he's getting honored down there on the field. He can be a difference maker out there. He plays both ways. He's been a stud since he stepped out onto this field. You know, all league, first team, second team, all that good stuff. If he can keep, Michael Hong in check, I think Bolsa might have the edge. I think Bolsa might have the edge just slightly, not by a lot. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a one-score game. But, of course, when we say that, it ends up being total opposite of how we feel like this game's going to go.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't have a pick tonight. I think either team is just as likely to win as the other. I don't have a pick. I think we're going to have, like you said, a single-score game. And we'll see who's the best team coming out. We talked about this last night in our stream last night. It could come down to just a simple matter of who turns the ball over less. That's always a big factor as well.
All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at what these teams have done so far this season. Santiago is coming into this game at 3-6, looking to get that last win, looking to throw a little wrench into things here, like we said, winning in. Last week, if they would have won that game, it would have been one of those things where win tonight, you're solid. Lost tonight, still would have been a little bit of craziness, right?
Yeah, to be honest, that game last week really didn't hurt them because they still would have had to win tonight. If they had won last week and then lost tonight, they would have been in a three-way tie for third place or second place, I guess. So one of the teams would have been out still. So nothing changed at this point tonight. It is a win, and you are in. Both teams conceivably could still get an at-large. It's unlikely, but they both could still get an at-large once CAF brackets are released on Sunday.
Over there, Bolsa comes into this game at 4-5, looking to get that fifth win. Even the record looks a lot better if, well, I guess it doesn't matter. They're going to be in if they win, but it would have been good for at-large type deals.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, your record at that point. You have to be 500 to be considered, but if there's not enough 500 teams, they take the next one that's able to come in terms of the ratings, the highschoolratings.com. And again, you get to Division 14 where both of these teams are likely to be. There's not a lot of 500 teams there.
Yeah, there we go. And didn't mention it's the only game here in town tonight. All our other teams are out trick-or-treating. They're enjoying, I know all our students are probably in costume right now, all our scholar athletes. So that means last night we had a whole slate of games. We had 5 games, a few spooky games, and a few games that went our way. Last night we saw live on this stream, Rancho take care of Ocean View 28-7 to secure second place in the Sigma lead, and with that, a playoff berth, and Pacifica securing their second league championship in a row over there in the Omnicron League, a 20-7 victory over Portola.
Yeah, both of them great games for both of them. Again, Pacifica, their 26th league title that they won in football. And then Rancho, just we talked about this last night. I thought they executed their game plan to near perfection. And Ocean View just kind of couldn't get out of their own way at that point. That game certainly felt a lot worse than 28-7, I would say.
Definitely, there were a few results where we kind of expected it to happen. No slight to La Quinta, but they've kind of been on a rough patch. I think we were both kind of surprised at the Segerstrom Grove game that it was as close as it was.
It was very close early on, yeah.
And Los Amigos made it a game against Calvary Chapel. Calvary Chapel was kind of blowing, everyone else out in the Sigma League.
Yeah, that game in the fourth quarter was 29-26. So Los within a field goal, a one-score game there. Calvary against scores there at the end. to kind of push that away. But great job with the Lobos. Lobos are sitting in the same boat now. They are 5-5. They have a chance to be in that large, but we'll have to wait till Sunday to see if they get in or not.
There we go now. We had some games last week. Again, a few spooky games, especially in the Tango League. All three of our Tango League teams going down. Costa Mesa taking care of La Quinta. Anaheim taking care of Bolsa. And Lolera taking care of Santiago. And over in the Sigma League, Calvary, like we said, blowout city. Took out Rancho 42-3. Los Amigos kind of getting that good win against Santa Ana Valley, bouncing back for 35-6. And then, again, Garden Grove struggling a little bit down in the Kappa League. 35-7 loss to St. Margaret's. And Pacifica, that's why we thought last night was going to be, we were kind of surprised as we were listening to that Pacifica score and those updates, because we thought they were going to run away with that one as they ran away with their last few league games.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you get some tightening there in a league championship game. So much is on the line. You do see that, just like with rivalry games, but happy for Pacifica, our only league champion this year in football.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Tango League standings so you can get a better idea of what's going on. Costa Mesa running away with it, 5-0. They're league champs no matter what happens.
Yeah, they're just in a different class than the rest of the Tango League this year.
Yep, and again, only game tonight in the Tango League is this league, so everything else it's not going to shuffle. The only thing that's going to shuffle is
Wow.
and there's Nate, as we mentioned earlier. You know what? He just did a whole warm-up.
Yeah.
A whole football warm-up, then went down there and sung the national anthem. It's not easy. Definitely not an easy thing to do. And
Yes.
we have him as number 75 here on the roster, so I want to make sure he's
55,
55. Yeah. So I changed it on mine, but yeah, wanted to make sure he got his moment. I told Caitlin, I saw him warming up before the game started, so I told Caitlin's dad, hey, he's gonna be warming up. Let's get the camera there, get him some shine there. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up the Tango League standings. Yeah, everything's there. The only thing that's gonna happen and could happen is that flip-flop, right?
Yep.
Flip-flop between Santiago and Bolsa.
Yeah, no chance for a third place tie or anything here. Again, it's very much a win is going to be third place and a loss is going to be tied for fourth.
Yeah, there we go. We are just a few minutes away from game time here at Bolsa Stadium. GGUSD Athletics High School football. David Moore here alongside GGUSD District Athletic Director Dave O'Malley. Clock running out here, but they're not going to get started like Rancho and Ocean View last night at 6:54.
They were already starting at this point. We were
Yeah.
kicking the ball off. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have our offset captain meet here. We
Our
love that.
favorite, yeah. We'll get your captains read for Santiago. We've got number 9, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 9. Delver Camacho. I forgot to black out the numbers on this Excel sheet. Delver Camacho, number 24. That's Carbajal.
Yep.
All right, then we've got number 78, Daniel De La Torre. And number 65,
Aaron Montes.
Aaron Montes.
For Bolsa, 77, Jesse Hernandez. Number 54, Martin Corubius. 55, again, we have Nate Fiaputa. And 78, Ivan Correa.
It's always good to call games with teams that we're familiar with. This is our third Santiago broadcast and third Bolsa broadcast of the season. Think I can take the jacket off. It's a little brisk here tonight.
Yeah, you might be chased back into that.
No, definitely when we go for post game, for sure. And we will have post game tonight.
No matter what, yeah.
No matter what. Coin is in the air. The call is called. Looks like Bolsa won the toss.
They're going to defer.
And there we go. Cavaliers will be defending the freeway side of the field, which is the north side here at Bolsa Stadium. Here we go as we switch to our game time graphics here. Got the Cavaliers getting ready to run through the banner. There we go. There come the Cavaliers. Bolsa's already on the sideline. They're ready to go. Here we go. Week 10 action. Playoff spot on the line here at Bolsa Stadium. Win and in. Matchup of Old Garden Grove League foes here tonight. We love our all-district matchups. Hoping to continue this next year as we will have new leagues going into the 2026 football season. Sure, we'll get a good idea of what those are in a few weeks.
Yeah, December 16th. We got to wait until then.
That's going to be the first Christmas present of the season. Back deep to return for the Cavaliers, Michael Hong. And I'm trying to see the other number, but I don't have it. Maybe Oscar Ben-Rosro. Back deep to return as well. It's going to be kicked out of the end zone. Eric Ramos is not light-footed whatsoever.
Yeah, we saw him warming up before the game. 50-yarders like it was nothing.
Just a nice walk in the nice light walk in the park for him. And here we go. Cavaliers are going to start with this ball at their own 20-yard line. Glad to see that the Cavalier faithful are dressed up as bleachers for Halloween here tonight. So if you see their side of the fans at the side of the stands, they're there. They're just disguised as bleachers.
Starting off, Michael Hong.
That was Orozco on the carry.
Oh, sorry.
Orozco with a nice little carry. Gain of about 8 yards or 9 yards on that play. Of course, you see Cavaliers kind of switch personnel every now and then. You'll see Michael Hong at quarterback, but right now, actually, yeah, I think he's going to quarterback now.
He is, yeah.
I believe Victor Godinez is the other guy you'll see kind of switch out there. Hong's got 4 wide receivers. Look for a run here. Oh, hey, who is it on?
Let's see. Could be either one. Who does that tie go to? Looks like it goes against Santiago.
Oh, rough. And with that, you'll see a change at quarterback. So it looked like the Mikey Hong run, or no, maybe not.
He's still there.
He's still there. There you go. Godinez he tricked me. glad I'm not on defense. So again, 4 wide receivers here for Hung. Let's see what they've drawn up here on this second and medium. About 8 yards to go. 6 yards. Oh, fumble. Ooh, rough.
Yeah.
Orozco couldn't. It was a little exchange issues there.
Again, big factor. Santiago's had issues with this in the past. Not so much on quarterback running back exchange, but they've had some issues with center quarterback exchanges,
especially out of that, and that shotgun, right? But what we noticed last week was when Mikey Hong was in, the snaps from the shotgun position were not as crisp as when Godinez was in. There was a definite.
Yeah, Godoy. Yeah.
Godoy?
Yeah. So Chris Godoy.
That's right, Chris Godoy. Sorry, Chris Godoy.
So Santiago out. Doubles here, 4 wide. Michael Hong dropping back. Oh,
Just lets it go. Oh, lucky there was no one in the vicinity there. It's going to fall incomplete innocently onto the turf. It's going to be 4th down, Cavaliers, and the punt team is going to come out onto the field. So, good little stand there on the first drive for Bolsa, Santiago.
Yeah, really just stalling them out. That fumble just takes the air out of the sails, obviously, with that. Don't want to see that if you're Santiago outside of this first drive. Bolsa with a chance for good field position here. Mikey Haley Jr., number 1 for Bolsa, back deep.
Ooh, it's blocked.
Wow.
They're going to have really good field position. We'll get that number for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at that replay.
Yeah, looks like number 15, Min Ho Hong. Yeah, just untouched. Great job.
No, he tricked Kalen on that one.
So big setting change here for Bolsa. Bolsa out, trips right.
Nathan Batista getting ready to take the snap. Damian Sanchez with a nice rush on that play. Again, we talk about it. Keep an eye on the offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah, and that's certainly going to be an advantage for Bolsa tonight. Their offensive line is massive compared to Santiago's defensive line. So we should see a dominance there by Bolsa's offensive line, and they certainly had it there on that first play.
Sanchez with a carry again.
Delbert Camacho coming off the edge there for Santiago. Oh, Mikey Haley.
Oh, it was going to be a tough one to get.
Yeah.
It's thrown a little bit too far inside, so it was going to be tough for him to haul it in the end zone. He's going to pull him out. Brings up 4th and 4. Oh, what are they going to do here, Dave?
Now they got to kick it. They're not going to, though. Yeah, we gotta get Ramos some stats here.
I want to see some Ramos kicks. That's what I'm saying. I want him to kick that ball over to the wall over there. But they are going to go for it. They got trips right.
See if we have maybe a rollout. Nope.
Sanchez is going to take it. He's going to be close. They have a little extra effort.
They got him in.
Touchdown.
They kept the ball alive.
Matadors.
Wow. Talk about that effort. Little push action there as well.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that one more time. Usually referees will kind of blow it dead when the pile kind of gets that thick, but they just let it go. You just see the Hoggies just get in there. Look at that. Look at the extra push. That's beautiful. You had everyone. You had skill players getting in there too. There we go. Forgot to mention, as we have been doing with our recent all-district matchups, we've got the throwback graphics. These graphics would have been seen in the 70s and the 80s as Santiago won late 70s, early 80s, and this Bolsa Grande won early 70s. A lot of people don't realize that baby blue is one of the school colors for the Matadors. They don't really display it with their athletic programs, but it is a school color, and I think it works very well. We should do a challenge. 100 push-ups every time Ramos lets someone return the ball on a kickoff. Oh, there we go. No push-ups for anyone on that one. Cavaliers going to start with the ball at a familiar field position right there on their own 20. Might be where they're going to be starting after every kickoff. Let's see what adjustments they made there. Week 10, and we're still getting equipment warnings.
Wow.
Good surge by the Bolsa line.
Yep, so far just dominance by Bolsa's line on both sides of the ball.
Brings up second down and 14 after that loss of 4 on that rush. Oh, here we go. We got a big run. That's a first down. Beautiful run there by number 13, Brandon Orozco. 15-yard rush on the play. That's what you need to do if you're Santiago. Find things that work. I would go with it again. Look at all this green here on the right side of the field. Field there at the bottom of your screen. I would kind of use that real estate. Up a little bit of, I don't know if it was miscommunication or what, but it's going to be a loss of about 3 as Orozco gets taken down in the backfield. And just like that, another 2nd and 14 here for the Cavaliers. Ball at their own 34-yard line. Oh, it looked like maybe a little bit late of a hit. No flag on the play.
Yeah, Bolsa just bringing pressure there. Coming right up the middle. They read pass early. They're making Hong throw the ball. Again, not his strength. He is an elite runner.
Yeah, look, Bolsa right now is dominating the line of scrimmage.
Again, this is where Santiago is not comfortable in these third and long situations. Not a lot of teams are comfortable in that, but certainly not Santiago. They are not a passing team. So this is a little outside their element here. They do come out 4 wides, doubles. Bolsa showing blitz. Does not come. We get a little screen out.
Orozco would have probably taken a few big hits on that play if he would have caught the ball. So maybe that was a blessing in disguise. But nonetheless, 4th down once again for the Cavaliers, who made some strides on that drive. They got a 1st down.
We saw this last week with Santiago as well.
They were
too.
slow to start.
They started very slow and then came on.
The difference last week was Hong was not in at quarterback when they started slow.
Yeah, we haven't seen Godoy in at all.
I believe he was in on the first play of their game from scrimmage. Oh,
It's going to be a false start.
all the referees with pink flags tonight. Didn't realize. There we go.
So again, Santiago with only negative plays on their punts here. They've had one blocked and now a false start, pushing them back even further.
4th and 19 now.
Got it. Oh man, almost again. Yeah, they get a good roll though.
Come on, Haley, you got to get up there. Matadors getting the ball at their own 36-yard line as they start their second drive of the game. A little bit of a longer field for them to go this time around.
Yeah, again, we saw good line surge by Bolsa on their first series. Of course, they had 1st and goal right away. Again, keeping an eye out for number 1 for Bolsa, Mikey Haley. Certainly one of their best playmakers.
He's still rolling out.
Yep, going right to Haley. Yeah, his second drop tonight, you know. That's he had one in the end zone earlier.
I'll cut him some slack for the one in the end zone, but this one a little bit more of a ball he's got to catch. Maybe anticipating a long run after. Took his eyes off it. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Matadors. Just a little over 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Matadors 7, Cavaliers nothing. Titas take the snap, hands it off to Sanchez to the right side. I say this every single time we have a band, but the band just changes the feel of every single game when they're performing.
Screams high school football, right?
And shout out to the Matador marching band, to Mr. Miller. They always sound fantastic.
3rd and long here.
Tista rolls out.
Uh-oh.
Makes some. No.
Fumble.
Cavalier
got
football.
it. Wow.
Number 75, Manny Amador on the recovery. Cavaliers in business now.
Yeah, both teams now with a turnover. Again, maybe a little inexperience there at quarterback. Again, Bolsa has shuffled through quarterbacks this year. But at that point, you either want to tuck that ball and run or just throw it away. You never want to have that kind of turnover, that fumble there on a hit.
Again, Michael Hong in at quarterback.
Yeah, I'd like to see them try to get him out to the edge. They ran that a couple times last week against Loera, just a straight sprint.
Yeah,
I think he's got a chance to win it. Get him to the outside.
There he goes.
Yep.
Makes a move. He's shifty.
Yep.
Still on his feet. Hard to take down. It's going to be a 1st down.
And again, that is where he is a difference maker. He is elite at that. If they can get him.
Once he settles in.
If you give him any open space, he's going to be able to make somebody miss.
Ball's going to be marked at the 19-yard line. Orozco in the backfield to Hong's right. We're going to have a timeout.
No, we're having.
Oh, no?
Yeah. Camera guy too close there. Keep an eye here, number 17 for Santiago, Richie Alvarez. Fumble again, my goodness.
Bolsa
Nate
has the football. Nate Fiaputa on the recovery.
Wow.
Good little sportsmanship there by Nate. And just like that, hey, we talk about the battle of the turnovers. Cavs couldn't capitalize on theirs, and Bolsa able to get that ball back.
Well, again, we talk about at this level. We get a lot of turnovers at this level. We do. And, again, who's going to limit those turnovers tonight? Santiago just unable to stay out of their way. especially in their losses, obviously, this year, but not the way that Coach Osvath wants the Cavaliers to start here with 2 turnovers in the first, 6 minutes.
Yeah. Ball was snapped, and number 11 was still looking at the sideline. Anthony Diaz was still looking at the sideline to get communication from the coaches.
Great chase down there from Isaac Garcia, number 6 for Santiago.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10. Hand off to Sanchez, makes a move, still on his feet. He's going to be close to a first down. They're going to probably mark him just short. It's going to bring up 3rd down in inches, not even 1, inches.
Oh, we know what's coming.
Let's see it. Here we go. Go into the deep bag of tricks, and let's give ourselves a treat here.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Osvath before the game. We had Santiago had some issues with a hard count last week, some miscommunication. But let's see if we get this here. Nope. Just a little counter.
Oh, beautiful play.
What a great job there. Number 71,
Kingston Berard.
Yeah.
Beautiful tackle in the backfield.
Again, just chasing those pulling linemen there. So just a simple counter that Bolsa's running, and Berard able to just follow their hips. Bolsa coming out. Quick tempo here on this 4th down.
Yeah, let's see here. Handoff to Sanchez?
No. Pass. Stop.
Oh.
Another drop.
3rd drop here for the Matadors.
Turnover. That's going to be Santiago's ball. So certainly a sloppy game here to start this. We've had 3 turnovers. Actually, this is the 4th turnover on down. So 4 turnovers here in this game.
Spooky football so far.
Getting interesting here. We're not seeing Chris Godoy at quarterback, young sophomore quarterback. Pretty decent arm. I love what Michael Hahn brings to the position, though.
He's going to keep it himself to the right side.
He's just lightning in a bottle. Yep. Again, that's why I love seeing Michael Hahn at quarterback. I'd love to see him touching the ball every single time there's a snap. I think that's the recipe for success for Santiago. The limitation is, again, they become a little bit more one-dimensional. They are just a running team when he does that. But, again, if he's the best player on the field tonight, I think that gives them an advantage.
1st and 10 Cavaliers from the Matador 34-yard line. Looking to get on the board for the first time here tonight. Hong takes a snap, handoff. Orozco around the right side. Hernandez needs to be careful. He's taking guys down towards the shoulder pads, and maybe there's a unsportsmanlike here.
No, I think this is going to be a sideline warning.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I see what you're talking about with Hernandez. It looks a little like a horse collar. We've seen that now twice.
And again, it's optics. So if that jersey comes down and the guy even slightly goes back, they're going to call it.
Yeah. See what this call is. Again, I would assume a sideline warning, but let's see. Got some confusion here. Here we go. I think we got something coming here, at least with that. There we go.
We had to get him with it at least one time this season. Oh, on the Cavaliers. Wow.
Interesting.
It's a loss of... No.
So that is a delay game signal, I think. So that's interesting. I wonder what happened there with maybe a ball toss or something.
Nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 15. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Again, Santiago been pretty consistent here with 4 wide receivers.
Hong fakes the handoff, passes over to the left. It's going to be
Richie
complete.
Alvarez, yeah.
He's going to get taken down in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, Richie Alvarez, kind of their deep threat there, just trying to get him a quick now route, see if he can make a guy miss. But again, this has been the story of the night for Santiago. Here we are once again in a 3rd and forever situation for him. Not something that Santiago is equipped to handle multiple times in the night. I'll tell you that. Late confusion here. Richie Alvarez coming over. We got trips right. Going to be a rollout. No, going
He's
backside.
going to go deep. Takes a shot. That's
Wow,
going to
he's
be
got him.
caught.
Wow.
Beautiful pass and catch when Rossrow on the reception.
And again, I like that from Michael Hong there. Again, we've seen him just kind of chuck it up a couple times tonight, but he's got an arm to be able to lead him there. And Buen Rostro, like you said, great job just running under that, keeping his feet inbounds. Cavaliers did not like when I said they weren't well equipped for that, coming out and converting that 3rd and forever.
Hey, we know Coach Oz is a listener of the stream on his off days. He might just have an earpiece in right now.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers here for Michael Hong. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff. He keeps it, escapes one man, but not able to escape the arms of Samuel Montes de Oca, who made that tackle. Second down and 7 yards to go here. I think what they talked about last week was a resiliency of Santiago, and they're showing it here.
Yeah, just cover 0 looks like here now, just straight man across.
Hong's going to keep it, goes around the right side if he can get that edge. Can't do it. Mikey Haley with a nice stop there.
Yeah, and again, you're seeing that. I think that's smart for Bolsa to do here. Again, they're going to challenge Hong to throw that ball. So again, they are in a cover 0. That means they are stacking the box. There is no deep defender back there to help out in any deep pass, and they're just playing straight man-to-man across. Again, that is a challenge to Santiago and Michael Hong, saying we are not going to let you run on us. We'll be a little weak throwing the ball.
Got a game-breaking update here for Kalen. It looks like K9 Nelly is in attendance here. And we do have a timeout, so let's go ahead and get the tired out pup there. There she is. Getting a little rest and relaxation there on the sideline. Oh, she heard. She's looking at the camera.
Yeah, let's say if she's tired than a normal Friday night, imagine what a Halloween.
Oh, she was. I'm pretty sure she was probably in a costume as well. As the officer that Nelly handles, Officer Link, because it's not the other way around.
Ah, yes.
Yep. Officer Link's handler, Nelly, is here. So here we go as we come back to play.
Yeah, 3rd down. Be interesting to see here. This is normally something that they don't get a yard here. I think Coach Osvath loves to go for it on 4th down rather than kick, but again, I'm always a fan. Take the points in a close game like this. Single receiver up top.
Hong's just going to keep it to the right side. The short side, he evades a tackle there. Again, I think you kind of take away his power when you have him run to the short side.
Yeah, you do. And again, I'm not a huge fan of that. We see a lot of teams do that, toss into the boundary, or again, just to stretch into the boundary there. Getting 3 receivers down to that side.
Looks like the field goal team is coming out.
And again, I like this call from Coach Osvath. Again, I would take the 3 points here. We are expecting a close game. Points are going to be at a premium potentially. Yeah, looks like Santiago Martinez here. Oh, look at that. We will be able to tell without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, depends on how high it is.
Missed
No.
left. Yeah.
Oh. Who is that?
That was Santiago Martinez.
Martinez already offered by Florida State. Hearing that offer with that kick wide left. Field goal is no good. Bolsa will take over the ball at their own 13-yard line. 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. GWSD Athletics High School football. David Moore here alongside GWSD District Athletic Director Dave Mamali.
Speaking of Florida State, I know a lot of UCLA Bruin fans would love to take Tony White off their hands.
I've been hearing that. It might be okay right now. I think there's a good chance there's a lot of new coaches at Florida State next year. We got a keeper here. Or direct snap to Sanchez, right?
Great fill there by Santiago. Again, just guys charging downhill. Yeah, direct snap there, like you said, to Sanchez. It's going to be the quarter, so we're going to flop here. And the first quarter, 7-0 Bolsa. Story of the first quarter, turnovers. Bolsa able to get a blocked punt and then able to push it in from there on 4 plays. But that's been the only positive here in this game, in my opinion. Other than that, we've just had a lot of mistakes. We'll see which team can correct that first.
You ready for our first fake ad of the night?
Yeah, we had these last night. It kind of grew on me.
Yeah, now that we have a break in the action, tonight's game brought to you by Monster Bites. This Halloween, sweet meets savage. Not your average candy. These bite back. Crunch like bones, melt like mischief. Chocolate so dark it howls at the moon. Caramel oozing like monster goo. Every chew a trick, every bite a treat. Fuel for the fearless, snack for the night. Because monsters don't knock, they crunch. Monster Bites. Unwrap the fear. Taste the scream.
Now, do you are those pre-populated or is that on the spot?
It's on the spot. It's on the spot. Right now, I just typed in, and I actually went through 3 different options since the quarter ended.
Wow.
I just refined it.
Skynet is alive and well.
So at the end of that first quarter, we thought it was going to be a strong Bolsa game, but Santiago making it a competitive affair. Got trips right here for the Matadors.
Yeah, we're going to see whatever team cleans up the turnovers here is going to have the advantage.
We'll swing pass over. Number 4 complete. Tries to make a move. Carbajal with a beautiful takedown.
Yeah, and Carbajal there again, not only with that takedown, but just threw his man off of him, threw that blocker off, was able to shed that block and come up and make that big play.
Thor Oliver on the reception. Mentioned his name a few times. A favorite name here on the stream.
Bolsa quick tempo again, 3rd down.
They're going to take a deep shot here. They're going to Oliver. He's going to catch. Oh, that would have been a beautiful catch. Incomplete.
Yeah, Buen Rostro there on the coverage. Pretty good coverage in my opinion, but again, Thor just able to make that jump back on that underthrow. Again, that's become a weapon now in football, is that back shoulder throw. You see that just so often. Tough job for DBs now in football, from pros, college, all the way down to high school, for them to be able to make coverage without getting a penalty call. But now when you add in that, or even a underthrown ball is a weapon now for the offense. Speaking of Buen Rostro, seeing it back there now, deep in the punt return. See if Santiago can get in on the block punt game here.
No, I don't think
No
so.
attempt. Short kick. Kind of roll we're going to get. Straight up.
That's a Santiago. Oh, he touched him!
Yes.
Oh, he got it. No, Bolsa's got it. Flag on the play, though? Or is that's
No,
ball marker?
that's just the, yeah.
Yeah, that's Bolsa. Hey, Thor Oliver.
Football, yeah. Wow.
That's about where he would have caught it.
Referees are going to discuss here, but again, that certainly looked like that hit the Santiago player. You got to have a call at that point. Every team has it, whether it's Poison or Peter or whatever it might be. Referees
He threw him into it.
there.
He threw him into it.
Yeah. Again,
That's a heads-up play.
Smart play. You know you're doing that, and again, you should be taught that at that point. But again, that you've got to have a poison call. A lot of teams call it that. A Peter call. That's telling you run to the sideline. I don't really know what the discussion is here. It seemed pretty clear that that ball hit Santiago, and it was a clear recovery by Bolsa.
I think they're done, right? Here we go.
They're switching out the balls. No, they're giving it to Santiago.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Don't understand that one. Would love to have the referee Mike in there. Oh yeah.
Mike Young takes the snap.
No, that's Godoy.
Oh, Godoy's in, huh? There we go.
Yeah.
That is Godoy.
Yeah. So again, now here, Santiago made this switch a lot last week against Loera. Again, Godoy much more capable of a thrower, good strong arm, only a sophomore. At that point now, again, Santiago's playbook opened up a little bit more because they do have the threat of a pass there. You got to watch out for Michael Hong now as the receiver. But again, they can still run from the backfield there. So Michael Hong is going to be the slot receiver up top.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass. That was intended for number 13, Brandon Orozco.
Yeah, so again, just two quick plays and Santiago in familiar territory. We got a 3rd and long. Talking to some of the Santiago coaches before the game, again, maybe they can throw it together here, even mid-game, maybe a halftime adjustment. But I would love to see Godoy at quarterback and Hong at running back and just kind of have that dynamic there. I think that makes them very, very dangerous as a team when you have that.
Godoy takes the snap, drops back. He's going to let that one go. Oh, that's going to be PI? No, that was intended for Hong.
Yeah, again, that was a ball underthrown there. 2 bad throws from Godoy there. That might be, again, reading into this a little bit. Doesn't seem like he's warmed up, to be honest. It's one of those where you see all the time quarterbacks on the sideline. Somebody gets hurt, and that quarterback immediately starting to throw and warm up. I haven't seen him warming up tonight. I was wondering if he was injured.
Might be time.
But again, yeah, that's something. Get some throws in there because those 2 throws in, it looked like the Godoy we saw last week against Loera.
Haley back deep to return for the Matadors.
Going to have some backspin. Oh, flipped it.
Kind of dies before the 15. It's going to be downed at the 16-yard line. And this is where Bolsa will start their drive. Leading 7-0 here against the Cavaliers on this spooky Halloween edition of GGUSD Athletics High School Football. Imagine you're on the field, you're in the zone, and you hear a shot out. Little swing pat to the left side. That's complete. Damian Sanchez on the reception.
Yeah, got a head of steam on that little swing pass out there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 here.
Again, we're seeing Bolsa again with tempo here.
Got trips right. Little slant.
Yeah, just a clear out route again. Both slot positions there, just clearing out. Thor Oliver able to run a slant underneath them.
There they go again, picking it up.
Again, this is something we've seen the last couple of years. Bolsa really successful with up tempo.
And a true up tempo. Tisa drops back to pass. It's going to be complete.
Yeah, with the Matadors having Ethan Wynn and Tank, again, their last 2 quarterbacks, very capable throwers that can run an offense. Tank Britton.
It's Dylan Wynn on the reception. Pass again. 3rd one in a row. It's going to be complete. Now they're catching. Dylan Wynn might be the guy for them here tonight.
Yeah, great pull down there too. Again, mistimed that jump just a little bit, but sure enough hands to pull that ball in.
Ball now at their own 41-yard line. Dropping back to pass again. Feels some pressure. Can he escape it? Escapes and just lets it go. A dangerous throw there. Yeah, Chava Rubio on the heels of Batista the whole way there.
Yeah, Batista's got to be able to, at that point, just tuck that ball and run. Even if you're losing a yard, that's much better than the alternative, potentially, of having an interception or a fumble.
Handoff to the right side. Sanchez really getting a good yardage on his runs. Of course, taking the place of Anthony Bell, who's been a little banged up for the Matadors, at least during league play.
Yeah, I'm hoping Bolsa gets into the playoffs and we might see him able to come back.
He is dressed out. More of an emergency option than anything here for the Matadors.
Yeah, he can be a difference maker for sure.
Batista fakes a handoff.
Yeah, just kind of
not going to be fooled. Oh!
I think that's kind of a broken play there.
Number 9, 6, 75, and Carbajal. So you had Camacho. We don't have 76.
Yeah, impressed with Carbajal tonight on defense. He's made a couple good plays.
Carbajal, after last week's game, you could tell not the happiest to lose that game. Maybe playing with a little bit of that emotion here. Brings up 4th down here for the Matadors, and they're going to go ahead and punt this football away. It's a good punt. But ball's just kind of die there and just settles there at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of that too. I don't know. I think the referee blow the whistle there. Why touch it if they're going to blow it anyways?
Yeah.
Take time off. Well, certainly an ugly game here. We have all right, Santiago, seeing if they can avoid a 3rd and long here on this situation.
Godoy let that one go just a little bit too much. He was going for Michael Hong. Just a little bit too much on there.
I'll tell you what, though, much better throw than we saw in his last possession there. So
maybe warmed up a little bit.
He got those warm-up throws in because that was a much better ball. Even though he overthrew Hong a little bit there, that's going to be something that can be successful for Santiago tonight.
Cavaliers lining up for 2nd and 10 here. Hong, no. Is Hong in at quarterback now? Or is that still, no, still Godoy. You can tell by the stance.
And again, as I mentioned before, we are here again. Here's another 3rd and long for Santiago. They really, really, really got to get out of these situations here. Again, Bolsa's strength there, their defensive line, they're just letting these guys tee off now on 3rd and long. They know that it's going to be a pass here. Again, Godoy at quarterback. You're keeping an eye on number 3. He's on the near side slot, Michael Hong.
He's going to let that one go.
Yeah.
Just not sure where he was going with it.
Yeah, and I think we were going to have a little Goldilocks here where Godoy on his first series was a little underthrowing.
That 3rd one's going to be just right.
And now a little overthrow here, and he's going to find just right coming out.
Cavaliers will punt the ball yet again here.
I'd like to see Mikey Haley be more aggressive here now on this.
Make something happen, right?
Again, this has been kind of an ugly game.
Who wants the chain at the end of the day?
He's a difference maker here, and again, he's very, very deep at this point. I'd like to see him come up. It's going to be another poison situation here, getting away from that ball. Pick it up.
Pick it up. Oh.
So again, great punt with that.
Goes all the way to the 20. That's a huge flip there.
Yeah, so we saw Bolsa in the last series picking up the tempo. Heavy pass on that last series, not a lot of runs. I think if I'm Bolsa here, I might just rely on that offensive line. Again, that's going to be your advantage. Maybe slow down the tempo a little bit here. Get a sustained drive. Sanchez has had a couple great runs. Try to open up the field maybe with your formations, but just ground and pound. Rollout pass. Mikey Haley. Nope. Oh.
No.
Again, Carbajal, number 24 for Santiago, calling his name all night on defense. He's absolutely been a difference maker.
In seasons past, we'd be calling his name on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep. Again, Bolsa still in a 4-wide formation here. Little fold play.
It's the first run in a couple of plays here. Now a little bit of a struggle now on the offensive side of the ball for both teams.
Yeah, Dylan Wynn looking at his split here. He is kind of narrow. Maybe looking at an out. Nope. Wow. Well, this is no sugarcoating it. This has been an ugly game here so far.
What better fitting night for an ugly game than Halloween?
But I'll tell you what, it really is. We're talking about who's going to make that big play. That one big play could be the difference. Right now, the big play in the game that's made the difference is that block punt for Bolsa. Again, we see Bren Rostro there for Santiago, in my opinion, too deep. Step up, return this ball.
Yeah, it's just been kind of like just a la-di-da kind of feeling here.
It is Halloween.
They had all that candy during the day,
Yeah.
and it's the sugar crash right now. That's what it is. We got to stop doing Halloween parties on game days. We'll postpone Halloween.
We just need more Snickers in the locker room at halftime.
There it is.
Get them back up. So again, here now it looks like we do have Michael Hong back at quarter. Or no, sorry, Godoy.
Yep, he lets that one go. Incomplete. Speaking of Michael Hong, not able to haul that pass in. Speaking of haul, here's another fake ad. Haunted Haulers. This Halloween, moving just got spooky. You pack the boxes, we pack the fear. We'll lift your couch, we'll lift your fridge, and maybe your spirit. Our price is so low it's scary. No ghosts left behind, no skeletons in your closet. We checked. Call today and we'll exercise your lease for free. Haunted Haulers, we move fast, like we heard something. Godoy takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his right.
Nice.
That's going to be complete.
Yeah.
Number 17.
Ricky Alvarez.
Alvarez on the reception.
Yeah, again, Alvarez has had a couple good weeks on our broadcast that we've seen. Again, he's kind of their number one receiver, I would say, but great job there by Godoy. Nice, patient. Again, we were talking about that Goldilocks series. Nice touch on that pass there from Godoy.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, there we go. He's settled in now. Again, Godoy rolling out to his right. He's got some pressure, gets away with it, decides to keep it. Woo! Lays a hit down and wins that battle.
Yeah, again, I like that. We were talking about that with Bolsa, that a lot of times when it's not there as a quarterback, you're just tucking that ball and running. If you get no yards, it's okay. Better than a turnover. If you get negative yards, it's okay. Better than a turnover. But don't try to make something out of nothing. Like that play there from Godoy. Santiago, most successful driver of the night for sure right now. No penalty here. Come on.
Handoff Orozco, right side. Nowhere to go on that play. He is stuffed.
Yeah, forward progress. Still going to have 2nd and 5. Sorry, 3rd and 5.
Clock running, just a little over 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half from Bolsa Stadium. Cavaliers moving right now. Ball at the Matador 40. Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
Number 44, Samuel Montes de Oca, and number 55, Nate Fiaputa, team up to take down Godoy.
Yeah, Montes de Oca, we've called his name a couple times tonight. Multi-sport athlete, also plays baseball here at Bolsa, along with Mikey Haley and a couple others. But great negative play there for Bolsa. This was Santiago's best drive of the game. Come up on a big 3rd and 5 to get a sack.
Haley lined up at about the 15-yard line.
Good punt.
A really good punt. It takes a Cavalier roll. It's going to be down at about the 12-yard line. Quick note, the Matadors will be getting the ball to start the second half. We saw that yesterday in the Ocean View Rancho game. Rancho was able to put together some scores before the half and as they came out from the half.
Again, Bolsa here. 4 wide receivers. Doubles on each side. Just running Sanchez.
Still on his feet.
Again, time will be a factor here on this drive. I do like that from Bolsa. I'd like to see them maybe commit a little bit more to the run. It's going to be tough here to end the half with just about 2 minutes left. Yeah,
Wow.
good job. Yeah, so Delver Camacho there, again, another name we've called out a ton tonight. He's supposed to be kicked out there by Bolsa's blocker, and he's just too fast. Too fast to come around there. That play was designed to come inside, but Camacho able to beat that pulling guard and just cause chaos in the backfield, make it for a loss. 3rd and long here for Bolsa. 1:30 remaining in this first half. Oh! I get a stoppage here for an injury. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be okay here. We had both our trainers out there, Gina and Ingles here from Bolsa Grande, and Trevor Newberry. Trevor gave out the courteous, everything okay, and now he's back to his sideline. But
Hard to tell it was him without those shoes that he had on last week.
Where's he at? Yeah. Of course, we had a long delay here last night for an injury, scary moment. Player was taken off in an ambulance. Again, everything okay as far as I understand with that, but a lot of times you got to be precautionary. Love to see that
There we go.
that servant mentality. Coach Osvath on the other side, bringing water to the officials. Maybe trying to score some brownie points, but Coach Osvath is a good guy.
He is a great guy.
Just out of the goodness of his heart, does a good job.
Telling you, him and Coach Cooper, two of the coolest, most laid-back guys, that you're going to run to on any sideline.
Nice. Bolsa punting here. Santiago will have some time. Return it. There you go. Oh, that's strong. I think I'm just gonna have to get over it. Oh, sweet.
Shout out to Gary Wright from Loera. Of course, Loera with the big win last week here.
Yeah, did a great job. Again, Santiago alumni.
Added to my misery of the Dodger shellacking and then close game. Exciting game, though.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, Coach Gary Wright, I'll tell you, I thought they played a great game last week. I thought he did a good job calling that game. And credit to Loera, again, beating Santiago.
Godoy still in the quarterback, rolls out to his right. Oh, almost gets taken down, escapes it, has some good yardage here, still on his feet. One of the biggest plays from Santiago here tonight on the ground.
Yeah, they're going to want to go up tempo here. Obviously, clock will stop with that first down run, but Godoy, obviously a capable runner himself too, but he's got that arm. Santiago up here. Again, 4 wide, doubles formation.
Godoy escaping that sack there. And it looks like the flag's on the play.
Clock will stop on that. Again, these peak flags harder
to pick up.
Harder to tell, yeah. This might be a procedure penalty here, not being set would be my guess. Oh, face mask.
Oh, wow, huge.
So again, this will be an automatic first down. Or sorry, just 15 yards with the first down. No.
Wow.
So just the 5-yard variety there. Again, clock is running now. Richie Alvarez.
Oh,
Again, we saw that a lot last week against Loera, trying to throw deep to Alvarez. That does stop the clock. 30 seconds left. Again, we did see Santiago miss a field goal attempt here in the first half.
now that was scary. That was a scary miss.
Well, it makes me think that, again, that's probably off the table on this drive would be my guess.
Little confusion there on the Bolsa sideline with personnel.
Bolsa showing blitz, but only rushing 4.
He's going to take a shot here.
Alvarez.
Whoa,
No,
he
Alvarez
won the
got
battle.
it. Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That was beautiful. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to trigger this replay real quick.
Wow. Yeah, Alvarez just melting back into that DB. DB had outside leverage there. And again, Alvarez able to melt back into him and come down with that ball. Just a little out and up from Alvarez.
Good job staying in the pocket and stepping up there to make that throw. Beautiful.
Yeah, so Santiago in business here. 22 seconds left in the half. Godoy back to Alvarez again.
Again, complete. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
And again, we had talked about that before. Clock's still running. They got to take a timeout.
There it is. Woo. Wasted a good 3 seconds there.
Well, I think Coach Oz thought that clock was going to stop with him being out of bounds.
There should be at least 2 more seconds added to that clock. They did call the timeout, and it was at 6 seconds.
Well, that's good. That's good clock keeping, in my opinion. Right? You got to have a home field advantage somewhere.
Somewhere.
Sometimes I tell those clock guys, "What are you doing? Help out your own team." Again, I'll give a little here. I'll press the. Oh, that was different.
No, it's the ending of it. Just hit it again.
There we go. Discussing here, but again, I think again, Coach Oz confused about whether that runner was inbounds or not, and then also I think he was calling timeout well before that 4 seconds. So.
Yeah, referee saying to put, looks like 8 seconds on the clock there.
So again, should give them 2 plays at least here, 2 shots at the end zone. Watching for Alvarez or Hong. That's early, and Alvarez still, Again, a little early contact there, but Godoy is locked onto Alvarez.
We have a clarification here. So his forward momentum was stopped before he went out. Therefore, the clock runs, Dave.
Yeah. No, I don't think I was arguing that, but
It was me.
That was you arguing? Yeah. Yeah, so again, good job by Bolsa Clock. Again, we're letting that clock run. They can put time back on. I like it.
I believe that's Zebra Tom in the chat here,
Yeah.
breaking it down for us.
So they're going to put 4 seconds back on the clock here. Again, interesting, though, to see Godoy kind of locked on to Alvarez here. And Michael Hong, certainly a capable one as well, too. Looks like they are both up top, though. Number 3 for Santiago and number 17. Coach Osvath going to take a timeout here. All right, coming back. Santiago in the same formation. Richie Alvarez up top. Michael Hong right next to him. That's where our eyes are going to be glued to.
Joy drops back over to the right side. It's going to be intercepted.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Santiago meant to run there. There had to have been some miscommunication. They had double outs, so Hong and Alvarez both ran an out, and they were both stacked next to each other. So there was some confusion coming out of that timeout there, but big stand for Bolsa. Bolsa leading this game 7-0. Story of this game has been ugly play and turnovers. But Bolsa is happy going in, 7-0. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make at halftime.
And as we go into halftime, halftime is brought to you by Creepy Comfort Furniture, where our deals are so good it's unnatural. Sofas softer than a ghost whisper, recliners that creak in all the right ways. Scared of high prices? We scared them off. So kick back, grab a cushion, and let your nightmares rest easy. Creepy Comfort Furniture, because even monsters deserve a good night's sit. We're going to take a little break here. Enjoy the halftime show here by the Marching Matadors, and we'll be back with you in just a few.
Please welcome your Bolsa Grande band, Havoc.
in the middle.
Halftime here at Bolsa Grande Stadium. Matador 7, Cavaliers nothing. Playoff line or playoff spot on the line here tonight at Bolsa Grande Stadium. Week 10 Tango League action. Both teams playing some scary football.
Our next shout out goes to Grande. Mom says she loves you very much.
Quick update from the wide world of sports. Dodgers have forced a Game 7, which I don't know how to feel about, because I don't know if my heart can take watching that game. I thought I was going to be distracted here, and they were just going to go silently off into the night. I wouldn't have minded that. Talking about this Game 7 coming up.
Yeah, I was, to be honest, I wasn't on the Dodgers' radar there, and I'm shocked that you weren't as it was going on. But
I'll tell
I
you
don't
what.
think you wanted to jinx them, right?
Well, not only that, but last week as I was watching and realizing what was happening, you could hear it in the stream. As the stream went along, you could hear my demeanor changing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stay emotionally neutral here tonight.
Well, I was down in the field and talked to both staffs and admin, and they have assured me that the game is going to be cleaner in the second half. So,
If not, everyone's getting detention.
yeah, I said we might stop the stream in the fourth quarter.
Stop it early.
Now, this is, I would expect that, to be honest, in the second half here. That's generally what happens. Was an ugly half of football. I do think both teams are going to make their adjustments at halftime. I think we'll see a cleaner game here. Again, you got to be happy, though, if you're Bolsa. Again, you don't feel you've played your best football tonight, made some mistakes, and you're still up 7-0.
Hey, and I'm telling you, at the start of the game, it looked like it was probably going to be an all Bolsa Matador affair here, but, you know, some Cavalier defensive stands and a few miscues here. Just
Santiago, yeah, Santiago has done that, especially over the last couple of years. But even this week, again, that Anaheim score that really surprised us. You know, we saw Santiago come out and kind of take it to the Quinta, but then the next week was the surprising one, the Anaheim game. But they came back, right? They came back in a furious comeback, able to win that game. So Santiago has had they have started slow and really picked it up as the games have come along. We saw that last week against Loera. We thought they started slow and came back in it.
as the teams get ready to line up for the field goal, for the kickoff.
Well, yeah, that might be what they're doing now is just attempting field goals from
you know what?
random spots.
I know who's going to win if they do that. It's our 13th game of the season. Lucky number 13 on Halloween.
On Friday, right?
On Friday,
Halloween,
yeah.
So, yeah, we can say this is Friday the 13th.
Maybe that's why this is the kind of game we're getting right now. It's just not lined up. As you can see, the Santiago crowd dressed as bleachers here tonight. Costume of the year.
Yeah, so again, Mikey Haley back here, number 1 for Bolsa. He's back deep. I'd love to see him try to be aggressive here and just make a play out of it. Don't think we're going to get a deep kick here, but let's see. There it is, little pooch.
Little pooch, wow. Got to get on it.
And they
Cavalier
got it.
football.
Oh, Santiago pointed the wrong way, but I do think they have it. They do, wow.
Oh, big play. It looked like it was recovered by number 14. Adrian Aguero.
Do have an injured Matador on the field. Wow, so big opening play there for Santiago. Again, we don't see Santiago kick deep very often. That is something that Bolsa, I'm sure, was ready and prepared for, but just unable to secure that ball. And best starting position, I think, of the night for Santiago.
They may have started here after a turnover.
Yeah, I think they did have a
Had something around the
I
40.
think the quarterback fumble, yeah.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I love the call. It's good. And the Bolsa return is kind of like waiting on it at that, again, that's the issue when you wait on it, especially at that level. Got guys coming at you.
Yeah, so coming out here, let's see what Coach Osvath and his staff have adjusted at halftime. We still see Richie Alvarez and Michael Hong together up top. We saw that to end the first half. Again, Godoy in at quarterback.
And Rostrom goes in motion. Oh, he's going to get hit almost as he throws. It's going to be dangerous pass there.
Yeah, we have seen tonight Bolsa getting good pressure on the quarterback for Santiago. We see it again there. But Santiago, you see that a lot with teams as well. They get that turnover. First chance they get, they're going to go for the home run hit.
It's almost like a bonus drive.
Mm-hmm. Again, trips right now. Number 14, Adrian Aguero. Again,
Over to Orozco.
brings up a third and manageable here. About a 3rd and 3.
See if they can keep it that way.
Yeah, we have
not get a penalty.
We have seen a lot of negative plays when we get to this down and distance. Again, playbook is open here. They can run or pass. They weren't set. There we go. Oh no, this is gonna go against Bolsa.
Hey,
this is gonna be a first down.
Go.
I thought they were gonna get in with procedure there. That wasn't a dead ball play though, but Bolsa lined up in the neutral zone, gonna be an offsides. Give credit to Santiago. That penalty going against Bolsa, they were able to get a first down.
They converted a 3rd down.
Loved what we saw last night in Rancho when they got the hard count, and Rancho's offensive line was celebrating like they scored a touchdown.
They had like 3, right? They had 3 hard counts. That's a record.
Bad
play. Snap, yeah.
Broken play.
Guess who? Nate Fiaputa on the sack.
Not sure if that was meant to just be a regular counter, maybe a quarterback counter, but they had pulling lineman action there, but the snap just too low. Had to make the best he could out of it. Backs him up. Again, this is familiar territory for Santiago. 2nd and long, 3rd and long.
Pass over to the right side. Carbajal.
Yeah.
But he picks it up. We don't see much of Carbajal on offense these days. That might be a halftime adjustment they made too.
Yeah, we've seen that little swing pass now twice on this series. Again, bringing up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, this is where we've seen Carbajal in the past, right? They're lined up at running back.
Take a look again, backside here. Richie Alvarez by himself in one-on-one coverage.
He's looking to go. Yep, doesn't get it. Oh, he's taken down. Again, Big Nate on the sack.
Yeah, that's we're not tracking that here, but I think that's at least his 3rd sack. He's been involved in a number of negative plays for Bolsa.
Here's a 4th and 9 here for the Cavaliers, and they're going to go for it. Ooh.
Yeah, good stop by Bolsa.
Godoy with nowhere to go there.
So again, just recapping this game, neither team is able to get anything going offensively. The only score in the game comes off a blocked punt by Bolsa Grande, and then 4 plays later, they were able to push that ball in, but they started with the ball on the 5-yard line, and it took them 4 plays just to get that 5 yards. Outside of that, there has been no success by either team's offense. Just a counter play there, Damian Sanchez.
Good job by the Cavs there.
Great fill there, yeah. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Run into the boundary there. I do like the attempt by Bolsa to, again, establish that run game. I think that could be an advantage for them. They certainly have the size on the offensive line. Yeah.
And they're ready for it now.
Yeah, Santiago's defense looks great. Their first 2 plays of this second half. 3rd and 11 coming up. Again, haven't called Mikey Haley tonight. Whole lot in this game.
He had a few targets that just didn't land.
Yeah, looking for him maybe an underneath route here. Drag.
Going
Thor
deep
Oliver,
here.
Gonna be intercepted.
Nope.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Now again, if you are Bolsa, that's not the end of the world for you. That deep pass, that deep interception, just as good as a punt. It really is. You're still flipping the field.
Santiago Martinez with the interception for Santiago.
We had a lot of, we mentioned that last week too, right? Loera's running back.
Yeah, they had 2 Santiagos on their team.
Santiago, yeah. Popular name.
Yeah. And we have 2 Santiago alums in the chat there. Santiago's wild right now.
Again, you're seeing Michael Hong and Richie Alvarez near side of the field now. Orozco got some room. Wow, Orozco, best run of the night, I think, here for him for sure.
I think that ball into Matador territory,
Yeah,
marked out at the 41-yard line.
20-yard run. So just a cutback, finding that cutback lane.
Suddenly the Cavaliers offense looks like the better offense here in the second half.
I'm getting pointed out here that we had talked about last night. Maybe this might be a 6-0 game, and here we are.
We usually don't predict things right on this stream, so maybe it picks up here. Oh, he got away.
Wow.
Woo! He's still on his feet. Oh, my goodness, at the 30, the 25.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Montez de Oca just missing that there.
Let's take a look at that run again. 17-yard gain. That would have been a loss of about 5 or 6.
Again, just lowers that head a little bit, loses sight of him. Godoy, good instincts back there.
Talk about resilience, and there it was right there, just staying calm. Hand off to Orozco.
Orozco, wow. Again, I would say this is certainly Santiago's most successful drive of the game. They're doing what they want at will on this.
And after what we saw in the first half, do we know if they talked about overtime before this game started?
You know what? I don't know if that's in the conference constitution.
It's completed there to Alvarez. First down, Cavaliers, and they are
A lot of times
firing on all cylinders right now.
that's a situation that overtime, sometimes that ends up being a league constitution of, hey, you have to play overtime once you get to league.
OT is mandatory, says Coach Wright.
Yeah, so there you go. So again, in that conference constitution, they do have to play overtime.
Could have our first overtime game here tonight with the way the first half went.
We had it in flag, right?
We did. Exciting game.
Oh,
Yeah, he wasn't going to get away that time. Montes de Oca on the sack.
yeah, I wonder now, thinking ahead even here. Again, I would be a fan of Santiago taking the points if they don't get a first down or a score here. But again, that missed field goal from earlier, that's got to be on the mind of Coach Osvath. Low snap. Carbajal.
There we go.
Oh,
He's going to get into the end zone.
Mario Carbajal. Wow.
Cavaliers on the board.
What a great run.
Let's go ahead and take a look at that play again. Again, you see Carbajal getting into the mix here in the second half, and maybe that might be the recipe that the Cavaliers needed.
Yeah, off that low snap. Again, just great hard run there.
And he's not going to be easily taken down either. The extra point is huge here.
It's good.
Wow, there we go. Thank you, Tom. It took us a while to get our replay going, but once we got it going, it's been perfect for us. Again, if you're not following us on social media, GGUSD Athletics, you get these replays as highlights on our Instagram feed and our X feed as well. You're going to get other sports as well, as Dave covers every single thing, not just what he can, every single sport. They're going to do a little split kick again. This time it's recovered by the Matadors safely. T-set's completed over the middle. Anthony Diaz on the reception. Just like that, we're getting close to the end of the third quarter here. It's a little bit over 4.5 minutes left to go. This one's kind of snuck by us. Tista handoff to Sanchez. Oh, I think they're going to get a horse collar here. All is forgiven, Tom. You're following now. That's all that matters. Little free yards here for Bolsa. We saw a few of those tackles early on in the game, or tackles like that early on in the game from Hernandez. It's all about the optics on the horse collar. Batista getting ready to take the snap. He's got 4 wide receivers. Drops back to pass, looks to his right, rolls out to his left. Ooh. Doesn't even get to the line of scrimmage. Or maybe they'll give him the line of scrimmage there. Second down and 10 here for the Matadors from the Cavalier 27-yard line. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Batista with trips right. Oliver in motion. They're going to just a little run by Oliver.
Yeah, early penetration there. Oliver does what he can to try to do a stop jump cut, but good pursuit by Santiago. Coming up here, 3rd and long. Batista with the rollout. Tucks in and runs. Good job by him. Again, good tackle, but we talked about that earlier in this game. Good job by Batista not taking a chance trying to throw there. If nothing's there, just tuck that ball and run. Gets positive yards, brings up about a 4th and 2 for the Matadors. They're going to have quick tempo coming up here. Again, we're expecting a hard count here. And Santiago expecting it as well. Maybe taking a timeout. Nope, they are. Yep. They're going to take a timeout. Now that's interesting here, I'll tell you. Interesting even in taking a timeout in a close ball game like this, 7-7.
For our next shout-outs, this one is to Nathan Bautista from the Santiago. They say we are so proud of you. And the other one, I think this one says, Star, we love you. Our next shout-out goes to Haley for Captain. They say we are so proud of you and we love you. And another one, this one to Haley as well, from your secret admirer. Myra says, I always love you.
All right, off the timeout, 4th and 2. Looks like Bolsa is going to kick it. Like this decision here. Going to see Eric Ramos get an attempt here. This is going to be just about a 36-yard attempt. Eric Ramos, good from 36. Yeah, we've mentioned him a ton. Eric Ramos, huge leg. 36, no difficulty at all for him. Yeah, having a field goal kicker like Ramos, just such a
Look
big,
at how much
big
room
advantage.
he had. Yeah. 10-7 Matadors here. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I love that decision, Coach Doug Cooper there. Love that. Taking
know
the
what?
points off the timeout. Say, hey, we're going to get points out of this. I like it.
And I'll tell you what, when you have a field goal kicker like that, the decision almost makes itself for you. All right, here we go. If they return this field goal, if they return this kickoff, 100 push-ups.
We'll get it on the booth cam.
We'll be here all night. No push-ups. That was close, though. It landed at the 1-yard line.
Now for another shout out. This one to Oscar and Escobar. They say, we love you. Oh, number 52.
Ball at the Cavalier 20-yard line. Got trips left here for Godoy. Just hands that ball off. We got a nice little run here. He's still on his feet. That's Orozco. 30-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, again, we see this so often in football where the first half is so ugly. Defensive struggle for sure, and now here we are, second half, both offenses opening it up.
Just bounces it back. Just takes it up the middle.
Yeah.
Good blocking, even downfield by the receivers.
Yeah, tackling. Bolsa too high at pad level.
Now Carbajal on the carry. It's taken down almost immediately there for a loss. Second and 12 here for the Cavaliers from the 48-yard line. Another big play there by the Matador defense. Nathan Fiaputa with the tackle for loss. And just like that, guess what it is, Dave?
Third and long, yeah.
Third and long.
And again, Nate's lived in the backfield tonight.
Low snap. Godoy picks it up. Let's have him go to the right side.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Just through the hands of Richie Alvarez.
Brings up fourth and long here. And the punt team is jogging onto the field.
Yeah, good response here from Bolsa. Again, that's been a big part of their defense, obviously, tonight, is they're having those negative plays. That defensive front there, able to make enough negative plays in the backfield that it's keeping Santiago back from easy down and distances. Again, would love to see number one, Mikey Haley here, return this ball. Be aggressive, catch this ball, catch it off the bounce. See if his athleticism can make a play here. There we
I
go.
like this. Look at that. Here we go.
Again, nothing there for him, but I like to see
It's
that.
better. He probably
Yep.
saved a good 10 yards.
Yeah, not just that. Again, he's one missed tackle away there from potentially breaking it. But you mentioned this game starting to fly by a little bit here, and we got 27 seconds left in the third quarter.
Just like that. Again, our second game of a back-to-back. We started the season same way. Started with Bolsa and Savannah, followed by Los Amigos and Garden Grove.
Good surge, good push. Again, it's been a while since we've seen that. We saw that in the first quarter for Bolsa, where that line just getting a 5-yard push. Clock winding down here, but there is an injured Matador.
Sanchez slow to get up. Tell you what, when you're a defensive lineman and a running back is coming at you and you end up on your back, it's not a win for you. Now that the band has left the Bolsa sidelines or the Bolsa crowd here, it's half the people are gone.
Did they leave? Oh, yeah.
There they are. They're marching on out of here.
Huh. Well,
there goes our ambiance. Again, you're tuned into GGUSD Athletics High School Football Halloween Spooktacular. Week 10 Tango League action. David Moore here alongside GGUSD District Athletic Director Dave Mamelli on a cool, brisk evening here in Garden Grove.
yeah, this feels a little bit more like October weather here than
It
it
does,
did earlier
yeah.
today. Sanchez up and running. Clock is going to run. That will be the end of the third quarter. They're just going to let that run and flip fields.
Here we go, 10-7, Matadors over the Cavaliers. Again, if you know people who are not tuned in, let's face it, trick-or-treating is over. It's time to get them into this stream. We might have a good finish. Last week, it came down to the wire, 28-27 victory by Loera, but it was a good game all the way into the fourth quarter, and I don't anticipate that this game won't be the same way. I think it's going to be a good game. The Dodger game is over. Text people.
We are all that's left.
That's it. The only game in town right now.
Yeah, even if you're at the modern day Bosco game, check this out. We got a closer game here.
Yeah. How much is Bosco winning by?
Last I looked, they were up multiple scores. Let's see here.
You notice how I didn't say what's the score and who's winning?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of obvious that Modern Day is down this season.
Bosco 24, Modern Day 10. And they are probably checking our score as well too, saying, hey, you know what? Bolsa Grande 10, Santiago 7. We knew that'd be a defensive struggle.
That's the special league in Orange County. They don't abide by the Orange County Football Conference rules, do they?
In terms of what?
Having a different league.
Oh, the Trinity, yeah.
Trinity, yeah. Trinity stands
Trinity
alone.
Separate, yeah.
They're not the Alpha, Beta, Omega. they mix the alphabets there too.
Yeah, I never actually got the story on that, on why they went why they skipped some, but
I thought you were going to say you never got the story on why the Trinity League didn't have to join the conference, and I think
well, I know the story on that.
No one wants to see, Jay Serra or Santa Margarita win the Kappa League. You have 6 Catholic school champions.
They also wouldn't be there. It's also very, very much. That was part of the arguments there, but they wouldn't be in those. Oh, good
job. Let's see if he can make it around that edge, though. Oh, no. Beautiful recovery there. Slowed down by number 4, Ryder Gomez.
Love the pursuit there, too. Again, Bautista with a nice little fake. Came out of there like a bullet from a gun, but great pursuit by Santiago to get that negative play. Again, it's going to be 4th down here. Bolsa's going to have to punt away. Santiago's still in it. They're going to get good field position here. Again, Buen Rostro, I'd love to see him take a page out of Micah Haley's book. Don't go too deep, too deep, too deep. Come on up. Catch that ball. Make a play on it.
Ball's going to, out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I see where they spot. We had an interesting spot last night.
Oh, wow.
Close.
Yeah, at the 39.
I'd say he's off by about half a yard, but you know what? He ran from 30 yards away when he looked at that. That's a tough job. People don't realize that these referees most of the time are right on the money, and they have to look at it from 30 yards away. They don't have a camera that can zoom in 100 times like we do, or do replay.
Or the replay. Godoy getting ready to take the snap. Low snap again.
Yeah. That has plagued Santiago all year long.
And there goes Nate again with another tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, if the score stays the same here and Bolsa wins, I think it's going to be pretty hard to pick anybody besides Nate as our primetime performer. He is just
Telling
lived
you,
in that backfield.
I might be biased because we've seen him grow up here, but yeah, I think so. Can't underestimate the impact that he's had here. Rollout by Godoy. He's just going to keep it. Goes up the middle. He's going to have a good gain here and a first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we didn't see this earlier this year, but I am super impressed with Godoy as a runner. He's made a couple nice plays. He's pretty quick. Again, only a sophomore.
That could be a reason why we haven't seen Michael Hong line up at quarterback in quite a while.
Well, he's coming in now. There you go. So Hong's coming in at quarterback. Godoy is out.
Maybe now Hong's the passer here.
No. Although, who knows?
So where's it going, right or left? That's just all you have to figure out.
Right.
Good job.
Yeah.
Like Bolsa was fully expecting this to happen.
Yeah, we can't see this, but there is a Matador down. Big contact there on the sideline. Yeah, I think Santiago with Chris Godoy, number 15, their quarterback. Again, only a sophomore. The future's pretty bright for them. They've got Michael Hong, also only a junior, coming back. Again, this is something where when we go through the re-leaguing, Santiago is likely to be.
I was about to say, they might go down, right?
I think they might. And again, the way that they're changing out now, that bottom league is going to be 9 teams. And if Santiago is one of those 9 teams, they're going to have a pretty good group of players to be playing in that Zeta League. But always a good thing when some of your best guys are underclassmen.
So they're going to have 9 teams?
Yep.
Oh, they're not going an 8-game league schedule, are they?
Yeah.
That is going to be a fun league.
Yeah, they ended up with every league except that is going to have 6.
No, they're not going 4 up top anymore, right? And
No.
That's
No.
good. It's pretty cool. I like that. It reminds you of the old Garden Grove League days when the Garden Grove League did have 8 programs at one point when Kennedy was in the league for a while there in the early 90s.
No, they're low.
Wow. Coach Wright brought it up. This was their problem last week as well, and it's hurting them here right now.
Yeah, and again, it's not just this week and last week. It's been an issue all the time. And again, at that point, when you have issues like this, simple answer really, just go under center. Go under center, see if that helps you a little bit. Yeah, this is always
Third and super long.
This has plagued Santiago all year as well too. Is getting in these third and long situations. Certainly a different Santiago team than the last couple of years, where they are more capable of passing and moving the ball now, especially with Godoy back there. But no one likes to be in a 3rd and 20 plus. Good pop.
Good job by Montes de Oca. Beautiful form
Yeah,
and takedown.
him and Fiapata have just had a number of great plays on defense. 4th down, you got to punt the ball here if you are Santiago. Still plenty of time in the game.
Not sure if they're going to do that, though.
It does look like they're going for it. I wouldn't do this if I'm Coach Oz. Again, you got 4th and 18.
Nothing a couple of hard counts can't take care of.
Yeah, just consecutive. Make them in a
Just
row.
4.
Watching here to Alvarez.
Roll out to the right. Oh, wow. Lets it go. Oh,
He almost had Alvarez.
Yeah, almost made something out of nothing. It's going to be a turnover on downs. I think, Dave, if Bolsa can get a touchdown here, I think we're looking at
you got to
game
sense
over.
this now if you're the Matadors that, hey, this could be a big shift in momentum. Just got to stop. We're getting the ball on our side of the field. I see some offensive linemen. Yeah, they're coming together. This has got to be something where you're saying everything you have on this drive. This could be the pivotal drive in the game. If Bolsa scores here, you're making it a 2-score game. Time is certainly a factor. Let's see how the Matadors come out. There we go, Mikey Haley.
There we go. They got him into the game plan here.
Yeah,
big gain.
I was just about to say, I bet we see Haley here. Again, I like that. Easy play there. Just get that ball to him. All he's got to do is make one man miss. Seeing Bolsa again trips into the boundary. Bolsa taking their time. I think
they're waiting. They're trying to run the clock down at the same time.
I think they're a little early for this strategy at this point. They just got to take care of scoring. Here we go.
Complete to Haley.
Haley 2 in a row. I like to see that again. If you're doing like I was talking about, where, hey, this is the most pivotal drive of the game, and you're going to lock in on Haley, I don't think there's anything wrong with that if you're Bolsa.
No. It's one of your better athletes. You got to bring him into the fold at some point here tonight.
Yeah, they are going to milk everything down every second they can. And we're looking at that back judge. Hand is up. He's given the okay to go now.
Hand off Sanchez, right side. Even after first contact, still gets about 3 yards on the play.
Looks a lot like his touchdown there. Just continuing to go and moving forward. Again, 3rd and short here. Remember, Santiago took a timeout early. Or sorry, Bolsa did. So Bolsa's down. A timeout.
This isn't a strategy we hate on our stream. So just let the clock run out. Going to take a shot to the end zone. Haley. Incomplete.
Yeah, now I don't really understand that, trying to milk the clock and then throwing deep on 3rd and 2, unless they know for sure, hey, we're going for it on 4th down, which obviously they will here.
Unless they know their field goal kicker if they needed the points.
At this point.
But yeah, you go for 2.
Yeah,
I mean, you go for it.
I don't think a field goal helps them here. Because again, you're still having a one-score game at that point. It's a deep field goal. Santiago is really not going to attempt to tie the game with a field goal.
Hard count.
There it is.
Hard count all the way. There we go. Now they're looking at the play. Clock running down.
Ooh,
He got
he's
caught
close.
short.
The spot's going to be important here. He is very close. The near side official, who I think is going to have the spot, does have him marked short.
Yep.
That is short. They're going to have to measure, though. They're going to bring those chains out.
Get the credit card out.
Oh. Thor Oliver. Yeah. He's looking. Yeah, they'll bring these chains out. That's something you don't see a whole lot now. I'll tell you what, I don't think we've had on the stream where we've had the chains come out to measure.
I can't remember in a situation like this where it's critical to the outcome of the game.
It also helps, a field like this where you do have the yard markers and the individual yard markers there. It helps that out a ton.
And straight lines.
Straight lines, yes. There's no.
It might be first down on the other side of the field in short.
Yeah.
When that was an athletic attendant, that wasn't an issue. I'll just have to say this.
See, Kaylin, if we can get the super zoom in on this.
Onto the far little
front,
pylon.
The front stick, yeah.
There we go, right there where the ball's at.
Look at that camera work. Kaylin, man, we're going to miss you.
100%. No, Thor's in the way.
We need him to go back down to the ground again.
Yeah, get a better view. It's going to be short.
Yeah, short. Wow. Big stop by Santiago.
Big drive coming up here for the Cavaliers. 10-7, 4 minutes and 31 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Text your neighbor, text your friends, send them smoke signals. Send them a Snapchat, tell them on TikTok. We've got a close finish coming down to the wire here on GGUSD Athletics High School Football. Halloween Spooktacular. David Moore here alongside GGUSD District Athletic Director Dave Mameli. Godoy getting ready to take the snap. He's got a Roscoe to his left. Trips right. This is where you hope the snap situation has improved a little bit. That was a good one, but good pressure by Nate.
Flag. Yeah, it's going to be holding too.
And again, it's Nate Fiaputa and Montes de Oca just all over.
Fiaputa just beating on a quick rip almost every time. Runner was down at that point, so this isn't going to matter, but they're going to be backed up 10 yards and a hold here.
Man, Cavaliers just at this point, it almost feels like it's 10-7, but it feels almost insurmountable. They just have not been able to get anything clicking here other than that one drive. The snaps have not been good. Have not been able to keep Nate and Montes de Oca out of the backfield.
Yeah, but again, they got their ace in the hole that Michael Hong can make any play into a scoring play. And Godoy is certainly a capable thrower. We've seen him connect on multiple deep passes this season with Richie Alvarez.
Got Alvarez there at the bottom of your screen.
Santiago does have home run ability. So while, certainly things not going Santiago's way most of the night tonight, that can all change in one instance with them. Nope, that's not going to be it.
Oh, that's going to be a flag. No?
Yeah, that certainly seemed like miscommunication there too, because that It kind of seemed like blocking a little bit, but
Now 2nd and 10 there, or 2nd and 20 now.
oh,
Going
Hong.
deep.
Oh, Alvarez again. Alvarez is just such a clutch receiver. Seeing there him and Hong on the same side, Hong running a wheel route. I thought that's where the ball was going initially.
Clock's not running. Is there a timeout? Or is
No,
there
it is. He's chopping it now.
Okay, there we go.
So 3rd and 5. Again, you are seeing trips into the boundary.
Doy gets the snap. Low snap. And beautiful play one more time. Guess who it is? Nate Puta with another sack.
We're gonna have to stat this up after the game because he might be approaching double-digit sacks.
This is insane. He's just making his presence felt again. Now it's 4th and 10. Possibly the play of the game here for the Cavaliers. Hong's down here at the bottom of the field. Another low snap. Lets that one go. Incomplete. Matador football. Three minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Matadors 10. Cavaliers 7. Matadors getting the ball deep in Cavalier territory at, I believe, the 25-yard line. Batista getting ready to take the snap.
Alien motion.
Handoff Sanchez. Gain of about 4 or 5 on the play.
Yeah, again, clock shouldn't be stopped here.
Yeah, it didn't start at all, by the way. This is the opposite of a home field advantage clock right now.
Well, we were talking. They did such a great job in the.
It stopped again.
In the first half.
Yeah, it stopped again. The timeout.
Well, I think you're right. It never ran, and so I think they're going to discuss now how much time to put on there. And we got athletic director Scott Snyder on the phone ready to communicate how much time to put on the clock. I think you're exactly right. I think that's what they're discussing now is that clock never started on that play.
Coach Snyder was telling me about his matchup with the Yankees this weekend. See if you get that reference from the Bad News Bears, Dave. Championship game.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What was
Coach?
Buttermaker,
Coach,
right?
Coach Boilermaker?
Boilermaker.
I like his commitment to the costume, though. In it all day. They're going to keep the clock at 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Well, I don't think they've decided yet.
No? Are they still going?
Yeah.
The kids just want to play, right? Yeah.
And referees do keep their time on the field as well, too.
Maybe not so much anymore, but I'm sure in the past with some of these older stadiums, that was vital.
Yeah. Always happening as a backup, yeah. So Santiago is taking a timeout.
It's an interesting little, sequence of events here.
Yeah. And again, at this point on the field, even if Bolsa is stopped, you know that they're going to end up having an Eric Ramos field goal attempt at the very least.
Oh, yeah. Cheerleaders packing it up now.
I think I'm pretty close, too.
Yeah, it's close to game time. It's about that time, right?
I might
Call
head
it
down.
the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning for Dave. Okay, they've now added 4 seconds onto the clock, so it's 2 minutes and 54 seconds. We're trying to run it down, guys. Trying to get out of here. So second night of a back-to-back. Second and 5 for the Matadors. I want to thank everyone for tuning in all season. We appreciate you. Not sure if we'll have a playoff game. The option is out there, depending on home games and other circumstances.
Big stop. Big stop. Timeout by Coach Oz. Again, big third down here.
It's our second timeout.
And you got to sell out here if you're Santiago. If you get a stop on this again, Coach Cooper, you'd have to think is going to attempt a field goal here. Just get some points on the board. Field goal, again, like we talked about before, doesn't really make much of a difference. I don't see Santiago setting up for a game time field goal. That's not their style. It's not their way that they have done. So field goal really doesn't make it. So I guess that could open up a little bit more for Coach Cooper to say this is going to be 4-down territory.
The Santiago timeout actually helping him in that regard. Gives him a little bit of extra time to think this over.
They're going to change.
It's good to note that Ramos is on the sideline here.
They're going to change the clock again, it looks like.
Put it down to 1:47. So they are not going to be kicking a field goal.
Well, no, this is still third down.
No, it's third down? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No wonder why Ramos is still on the sideline.
Yeah. No, this is still third down. So they added 2 seconds back on.
Oh, man, they're killing me up here.
So, again, looking here for a Sanchez run, I would imagine.
Trips left here for Batista. Haley lined up as the inside receiver. Sanchez is going to...
Just short.
Yep.
This will be an interesting choice for Coach Cooper.
Cavs out of timeouts now.
Again, the choice here, you have Eric Ramos, our best kicker in the district for sure. This should be relatively easy as a field goal. Puts you up 13-7. Still a one-score game, though. Doesn't put it out of reach, but does put that pressure on that you just don't have to give up a touchdown.
In situations like this, he can kick it from a lot further, but there's so much that goes into a field goal. You just never know.
Even if you're Bolsa and you go for it and you don't get it, again, now you're having Santiago starting the ball inside their own 20. That's not a bad situation either.
Nope.
So you can make an argument either way for this. I'm always one. I like to have points on the board. Can't ever take those away.
As long as that snap is good.
Correct? Yeah.
The hold can be meh, as long as that snap does not get away.
Bolsa is going to go for it. So again, first down here, that's going to be game over.
Offense stays out there. 4th down and 2.
Big 4th down play here for the Cavaliers. See if the Cav defense can come up with a huge stop here. Hand off to Sanchez, right side. Nope, he's going to break that.
Yeah.
First down, and it's going to be all she wrote here from Bolsa Stadium. It's just going to be a matter of a few snaps. Dave's going to head down to the field and get ready for postgame. The Lakers ended up winning tonight as well, so a good night for LA sports. Hopefully tomorrow night much the same. Again, we thank you for tuning in to GGUSD Athletics High School Football. David Moore here. Thank you to Kaylin for her help all season long. We've got a few more events that we'll probably be teaming up on. Thank you to her dad for joining us this year for a few games. We really appreciate the help. Sanchez run to the right side, still on his feet, as long as he stays in bounds. Under 2 minutes left to go here. Second down and goal for the Matadors, who with a win tonight are going to clinch a spot in the CIF Southern Section playoffs, which start next week. Playoff pairings will be announced this Sunday throughout the morning. Again, we have Rancho making the playoffs, Pacifica making the playoffs, Bolsa with a outside shot that perhaps Los Amigos will also get into the playoffs as an at-large team. No gain on that play. Brings up 3rd down and 8, but under a minute left. It's all but a formality here. Again, big victory here by Bolsa. This freshman, these seniors have never missed the playoffs 4 years in a row now for Bolsa. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. So longest streak in school history, I believe. A big congratulations to them. That's going to be it here from Bolsa Stadium as the clock is going to wind down. Again, tune in to GGUSD Athletics on Instagram after the game for post-game coverage and the awarding of our primetime performer of the game chain. Thank you for tuning in. For Dave O'Malley, for Kaylin Doan, I am David Mora. Hopefully, we'll see you next week.